Hello, folks. Welcome to Kudlow. I'm Larry Kudlow. So much has been written in the past month or so on how the Republican Party is blowing the midterm elections, especially the Senate. Now, one key point here. Never, absolutely never believe what the mainstream media and their liberal pollsters tell you. Never. Second point, the Washington Post, New York Times, MSNBC, etc. crowd is arguing that the Biden Democrats are going to do better because of the brilliant legislation recently passed. Please do not believe this either. Virtually all the polls are showing that the so-called Inflation Reduction Act, with its massive climate giveaways, social spending increases, doubling the IRS, jacking up taxes, is not popular. People understand that more spending equals higher, not lower inflation. And it's the working folks of the middle class that are going to have to pay the higher taxes in that bill. Plus, Biden's vote-buying student loan cancellation is enormously unpopular. It could cost as much as $1 trillion. And again, it's working folks who are going to pay for the elites, and that's all going to happen very fast. And additionally, the $300 billion semiconductor corporate welfare giveaway to Silicon Valley elites, also unpopular. Now, that said, I do agree that the GOP should have a stronger, more focused future agenda message, especially for the Senate. I agree. In other words, my friend Senator Rick Scott is right, and my friend Mitch McConnell could be doing a lot better. Now, GOP tech guru Peter Thiel is undoubtedly right that Republicans should have a more positive agenda-based message on a broad-based economic growth package that benefits all Americans. Senator Scott is right to develop his 12-point plan. Newt Gingrich also right that the GOP should focus on key issues rather than the 2024 presidential election. My dear friend Kellyanne Conway, who knows a lot more about political strategy than I do, she's going to be here with us in just a moment to straighten this whole thing out. But for my part, on the issues, let's not make this any harder than it needs to be. Inflation, food prices, gas and electricity, recession, crime, open borders and fentanyl, and parental choice in the schools would be a nice, clear, 5-point issues plan where the GOP can criticize Biden and propose their own straightforward solutions. Not hard. Curb federal spending, stop the money printing, reopen the spigots for fossil fuel, go hard on crime by backing the blue line and throwing out these crazy George Soros prosecutors, close the border, remain in Mexico, build the wall, and stop the fentanyl scourge by imposing a death penalty or surely a lifetime without parole sentencing for fentanyl trackers. Plus, don't forget, parental discretion and school choice. Not that hard. Now, instead of inflationary recession, supply-side Republican policies can generate over 3% growth. Cut taxes, cut regulations, cut spending. Nothing hard about this, because Democrats are so far to the left with their big government socialist policies, and American voters have a lot of common sense. They know a fraud and falsehood when they see it. But you know, with all this stuff going on, frankly, the Senate outlook probably a lot better than folks think. Arizona's Blake Masters even up right now. Joe O'Dea in Colorado closing in. Georgia's Herschel Walker, Nevada's Adam Laxalt, North Carolina's Ted Budd, and Ohio's J.D. Vance all have modest leads here in the middle of September. Ron Johnson is going to win in Wisconsin against his far-left opponent. Tiffany Smiley is near even in Washington State, even despite the Soviet-style People's Republic of Seattle. And I have to believe Mehmet Oz, who was polling almost even, is going to win in Pennsylvania because he's running against a crazy person. By the way, I'm thinking a sleeper upset with my pal Leora Levy in Connecticut. And Lee Zeldin is going to win in New York State because folks know he is their last hope for survival. So, whatever adjustments may be helpful in the next 8 weeks, I think the GOP Senate outlook, pretty good. And I also think Kevin McCarthy and his House team are in very good shape for a plus 40 win in the House. And they will be unveiling their commitment to America shortly. So I know elections always full of surprises, tough to predict. But, folks, you know me, still optimistic. Help is on the way. The cavalry is coming. That's what I think.